Hello and welcome to the Stamp Camp. I'm Glenda Calkins, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And today is day 11 in my 12 days of Christmas gift giving ideas. Today I have a Hershey Nugget holder that has an attached tag with a spot for a gift card holder. So I guess it's a treat and gift card holder all in one. Check this out. This is the project right here. We have our peekaboo window with our Hershey Nuggets wrapped in our coordinating designer series paper. You have your Christmas tag here and even a gift card. Now you can attach the gift card to the tag using a glue dot if you like, or you can just slip them all inside the pocket, whichever way you want to do it. The stamp set that I'm using on today's project is the Perfectly Plaid Bundle, and I also use the Christmas Gleaming stamp set to get the Merry Christmas that's stamped on my tag. So you can stamp any sentiment that you like, but let's get started on the box. It is all one unit, and it is cut 6.5 by 11. I used the shaded spruce because I coordinated it with my wrapped in plaid designer series paper. We're going to start with the 11-inch side across the top of your trimmer scorer, and you're going to score at 1/4 inch. And then you're going to move it to 7/8 inch and score again. Now we can turn it around and do this way. I just do my tiny scoring that way. 2 5/8. 3 1/4, 5, and at 8. Now you're going to turn it to the 6.5 inch side, and you're going to line that up at 5/8 inch and score. And you're going to do the same on this side, 5/8 inch, yeah, 5/8 inch. So that would be right there. I'm going to turn it around just so I can hold it better in place, and that way I know it's not moving on me. There we go, 5/8 inch. Now you have two sections here that are wider, and then you have your 1/4 inch score line, your 5/8, and this part right here is your box that has all the score lines. So what we're going to do is we're going to line that back in at 5/8 inch, and we're going to cut down from the top down to that 6-inch mark. And you're going to do that on both sides. So line it up at 5/8 inch. And you can start from the 6-inch if you want and work your way up. Either way, you're going to come with those cut out right there. And I can see it moved a little bit, so I'm going to just clean that up. It moved when I put my track down. There we go. That's much better. Nice and straight. Okay, let's come in with our scissors, and we're going to cut those flaps out of there. Okay, the next thing we're going to cut is this part right here is the wider section. That is where our pocket is going to be. So we're going to turn this on the side, and we're going to measure at 2 inches. Take a pencil and make a pencil mark right there. Then you're going to line up the score line. That's where it's going to be folded at. You're going to line the score line up to that 2-inch pencil mark in your cutter track and cut on your angle like that. All right. Now we're going to take our scissors, and we're going to come in from the side, and we're going to cut on those score lines. And we're going to cut out this box right here. So cut up and cut out those little corner boxes that are 1/4 inch by 5/8 inch. And we're going to cut on those score lines. Hard to see that one. Right there. So we have all our score lines cut. Go ahead and fold on all those score lines. That little tab right there is going to be folded over, and it's going to meet this score line right there, and that's going to create our little box. So we're going to fold all these up. Just like so. This is where our give them a nice crease. Makes the box a little bit easier to work with when you got nice score lines. It's going to be folded up like that. We have our tag right here. So now this is the side we're going to put our Designer Series paper on. And I use the wrapped in plaid, and we're going to just stick that on this section right here. Now when you put this on, you want to make sure that you're really on, it's going to be folded so it's to the front. So make sure that your half is over here on the left, and you should have your paper on the right side. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to cut our peekaboo window for our Hershey Nuggets. You're going to use the rectangle, the stitch rectangle dies. And the one we want to use is on these little, on the side here, you have 4 sizes. It's the second from the largest on the side. These are the skinny rectangles, and these over here are the wider. So it's the skinny rectangle. And I did put a little bit of washi tape on there to hold it in place. I just centered it, top, bottom, like that. And then we're going to bring in the die cut machine and die cut that out. Because this is a little bit wider than our plate, you're going to have to fold in the tabs. And you don't have to worry because it's not going to cut those tabs. So we're going to put that on the plate, tuck in our tabs, and then run that through. And I'm just going to come back. Perfect. Now we should have a cute cut, but I might have to help snip it along. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to put our window sheet so our nuggets don't fall out our little hole there. We're just going to glue that to the inside. And I'm going to set that aside and let that dry up a teeny bit, and I'm going to show you how to wrap your nuggets. So I have the coordinating, whoops, you're going to do 5 nuggets, and I have the coordinating paper, and then I went with a little different print. So 3 will be coordinating and 3 with the little green, looks like pine cones. So you're going to take your glue dots and you want to put 3 glue dots, or you can use your liquid glue, and these little strips are 1 1/4 by 3, and you're just going to wrap them around. So you have your 5 little nuggets. So you can do every other one. That looks cute. And that will go in our little track on our pocket. Now, to decorate the front, we are going to need another piece of the Designer Series paper. And this is cut 2 7/8 by 4 7/8. And then we're going to bring in our trimmer. We're going to line this up at 2 1/4 and make a little pencil mark. And I want to make sure I'm cutting it from this point down to here. So from the left down to your pencil mark. Line that up in the cutter and cut, and you should have the perfect angle to fit your pocket. So let's go ahead and assemble the box. I'll glue the paper to, first let me make sure it worked out pretty good. Looks like I could come down on a little bit more of an angle. Those angled cuts are sometimes a little bit tricky. That might be. I think I'm going to actually cut down this one just a hair more. That looks pretty good. I just got to, for some reason it hooked here. There we go. Nice and clean cut. Okay, that should work good. All right. I'm going to attach that. Just like that. I must have not had glue right there. I can see it popped up. Alright, so now we're going to assemble your box. Put the little glue along the side. Actually, I glued the wrong side. You have time to let your glue sit up. I'm trying to get this so that you're not sitting here watching glue dry. But you're going to line up that edge right on that score line. Perfect. Then what I found very useful or helpful, doesn't help that my hands are sticky. Okay, we're going to do it this way. There we go. Is to put your nuggets inside, because that will help hold everything in place. Just like that. Close up the bottom, put your sides in, the bottom flap to the top. Put some adhesive on the top flap and bring it to the back. So just like that. Hold that in place. Now for your flap, you just want to put your adhesive or your glue, you want to run a bead down the side and across the bottom. Fold that in and hold that down. Your top flap, fold in, the back to the front, and then you can secure it with your glue or glue dots. If you put the glue dots, it'll open up easier and it won't rip. Hold those in, flap up, this flap down. There we go. Now we got to create our tag. So I have a piece of the shaded spruce and the whisper white. We're going to stamp our sentiment on the tag. Going to come across, where's my little piece? I got a little piece cut. Little strip that was left over. There we go. Little strip that was left over from the cutting of the front. Just run your adhesive, place that wherever you like across the front, and then just cut off the excess or cut it to size. Attach your tag to the green shaded spruce, like so. Take your punch, whatever punch you want to use, punch out the hole. I use the white baker's twine and the gold ribbon. Ooh, my hands are so sticky. Feed that through. Take some of the baker's twine, I double it. I like the looks of the double bows. And bring that around those two, and we're just going to tie a bow holding the gold ribbon in place. Like that, trim your ends. Put that right in your pocket, and you can also put your gift card in there. And then for the front, I cut a piece of the gold foil with our scalloped layering oval or circles, and then I have a white circle, and we're just going to attach those. And then we're going to attach it to this pocket. So cute. And then we're going to pop up our tree that was punched out of a piece of this shaded spruce. Going to use our dimensionals. Pop up the tree. I'm looking for my gold little pearls. Here they are. So we're going to take our gold little pearls and we're going to decorate up our tree. You can put as many bulbs on your tree as you like. There we go. Maybe one more right there. Move this one up. Perfect. So that is day 11. Tomorrow is our last day of 12 days of Christmas gift giving ideas. This is day 11. You have your Nugget box holder with your tag to fit your gift card inside as well. That is it for today. Again, if you would like to order any of the supplies, please go to my blog, www.thestampcamp.com, and use the current month's hostess code. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that. And thanks for stopping by.